Human Geography, Chapter 4, Human Development. This chapter today I will discuss. So obviously you know that in this year you have read all the socio-economic part of geography, like population. First few chapter you have read population, different type or different part of population, and now this is the concept of human development, which is newly introduced, and it is very important to understand. That's why in this chapter, chapter 4 from Human Geography book, we will start this topic, human development. So first, beginning of that chapter, human development. So human development means this is related with human resources. What is resources also you know, and what is human resources, that portion also I think you know that. What is human resources? Those are healthy, educated and motivated people. They help to develop our society, or created with their help of knowledge and skill some new resources. Those people are considered as human resources. So obviously applying their skill and knowledge, when human beings develop different type of resources or different type of materials, we can use it, then these are human resources. And human development, in this chapter we will discuss how people's life will improve, with the which type of steps should be taken for the improvement of people's life, or human beings can improve themselves. Now we will discuss. So from the first topic in this chapter, this is the two term growth and development. What is this? Growth and development. First of all, these two terms, when you will listen, you will think that both are similar, both are same. But if you will thinking about these two terms in depth, you can realize that they are having some differences. So first, growth and developed. So growth means always it will be a qualitative, a quantitative change. Here development means qualitative change. Now growth and development. First of all, this chapter discusses the concept of human development and the nations of communities. Growth and development, both growth and development refer to the changes over a period. Obviously these two terms we can understand up to the changes of time, or due to some change or time gap, we can understand these two terms, growth and development. The difference is that growth is quantitative and value neutral. Growth is quantitative, that means quantity, how many number should be related with the growth, and these materials quality should be related with the development. That's why this means that the change may be either positive or negative. Growth means it may be positive or negative. Here development means always positive. Now development means qualitative change. We have already told development means qualitative change, and this means development cannot take place unless there is an increment of addition existing the condition. Development occurs when positive growth takes place. When this positive growth takes place, on that time only development will happen. So development also depends on positive growth. Now if we will see the example, you can understand about these two terms. In your book also have the example. See, if the population of a city grows from 1 lakh to 2 lakh, if a city's population grows from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs, That means the number of population also changes. Population. Obviously, it is related with growth. From 1 lakh to 2 lakh, population increases in a city. That means the number of population growth. But we say that the city has grown. However, if facilities like housing, availability of food, their lifestyle, their basic services will be the same. So on that time we can't say the development also occurred in that city. So the population increases from 1 lakh to 2 lakh. This is the growth. But with the simultaneously changes of population growth from 1 lakh to 2 lakh, some basic amenities or basic requirements, those having the cities when population was 1 lakh, with the same when population with the 2 lakh. That means this type of facility will not change. Facility will be the same, but the number of population increases. So obviously we can say that on that time development will not occur or will not present, but development have not on that particular city. Why? Because development is possible when with the increasing of the population this type of facility will be increases. So that's why these two terms you can understand, the growth and development are not same. The growth, that means the qualitative, quantitative, development qualitative. Growth may be positive or negative, development should be always positive. Understand this one? Now this chapter, for many decades a country's level development was measured only in terms of income. So in this chapter we will see, also you have heard this term, all over the world according to their economic condition countries are separated or segmented, some part like developed, underdeveloped, developing, etc. So on that time in the earliest concept, the development or human development means only depends on economic growth. Human development depends on economic growth. Depends on economic growth, but this means that bigger the economy of the country will be the developed country. But now this concept have changed. Not only development or human development only depend on economic growth or income or money. Development also depend on different aspect like health facility, education, standard of living, access to resources. These are the criteria. All these criteria is fulfilled in a particular country. On the time we can say this is a developed nation or developed country. So this concept day by day changes. I have told already, from growth and development both we can understand with the span of time. So from the beginning of our India as well as all over the world, this concept was present that the development only take place when economic growth will be increase. But nowadays this concept have changed. Not only economic growth help to the development. With the economic growth, this requirements is very important, like health, education, standard of living, access to resources. Now more developed, this was considered even though the growth did not really mean much changes in the lives of the most people. The idea that the quality of life people enjoy in a country, the opportunity that they have, freedom they enjoy, the important aspect of the development is not new. The freedom and enjoy their life, these two part also important for the development of human beings. So human development should depend not only economic growth but also this type of facilities like their enjoy their lives, access to resources, freedom. These are the another aspect for the development. You have seen during the colonial period our country have not developed properly. On that time also lots of scope available, but due to the colonization India have not developed in a proper way. But after independence or post-independence time, you have seen Indian government introduced lots of project, lots of plan, and India government till now trying to improve India's economic condition as well as people lifestyle. So development also depend when a people freely they enjoy their life. So that's why this is very important. Now this idea was clearly spelled out in the first time in the last 18th and 19th century. These two economists name also you have heard these two famous economists. The first one is Amartya Sen and another one is Mahbub ul Haq. Mahbub ul Haq and Amartya Sen both are important economists who have given the concept about human development in early 18th and 19th century. So the concept of human development was introduced by Dr. Mahbub ul Haq. Dr. Haq has described human development as a development that enlarge people's choice and improve their lives. According to the Dr. Haq, he have told the human development means enlarge people choice and improve their life. Human development means enlarge people's choice and improve their life. That means people are the central of all development, but keep on changing. Basic goal of development is to create condition where people can live a meaningful life. This term is also very important, meaningful life. So according to the economist, you can understand what is the meaning of human development. The people choice enlarge, that means extend or increase people choice. That means people also getting lots of opportunities, people try to improve their lifestyle. This is the human development. And meaningful life. Meaningful life. Here meaningful life is not that people live in a long period of time. Meaningful life is that how many years people live. During that time, people get different types of opportunities and facilities. That means people have capability to getting different type of opportunities. So how people getting this opportunity? When people have sufficient or enough money or sufficient resources. So this is only possible when people also getting sufficient health facility and education facility. So health and education, these are the most important criteria or most important requirements for build up the meaningful life. So here also have meaningful life is not just a long time. That means people not live a long period of time. This is not a meaningful life. Meaningful life is that it must be life with some purpose. That means people must be healthy and able to develop their talent. That means applying their skill and knowledge. With their health facility and education facility, people created different types of things and also people improve their lifestyle. participate in the society and be free to achieve their goal. Achieve their goal means what is the aim? People nowadays, you have seen all over the world, literacy rate also increases. Developed countries, obviously the literacy rate increases from the early or from the beginning, but those are developing or underdeveloped countries, the new trend is maximum people try to improve the education facilities or provide education facilities to the next generation. So why? Because people understand that with the help of education and health, children become human resources. So that's why this concept is very important. Now, not only that, people improve their lifestyle, government also provide lots of program for improving the people life. Now, leading to a long and healthy life, being able to gain knowledge and having enough to able live a certain decent life, and most of the important aspect of the human development. So what are the most important aspect of human development? The people get lots of opportunities like education and health, and also their basic necessities. Therefore, access to resource, health and education are the key areas of human development. So I have already told the key areas of human development. These are the 3 key areas of human development. This is also very important. Key areas of human development. Key areas of human development. First, access to resource, then health and education. These 3 parts, access to health, access to resource, health and education, are the key areas of human development. Human development only possible if there is these 3 topic or these 3 things will be improved. Now, very often people don't have their capability and freedom to make even their choice, but this may due to their inability to acquire knowledge, their mental poverty and other reason. This prevent them are leading healthy lives, because on the time people have not get the education facility, as well as people have not applied their knowledge and skill. So on that time people are also, their choice also was limited. But nowadays this prevent and get educated or have the means to live a decent life. Building people capability in the areas of health, education and access to resources is therefore important in enlarging their choice. The people choice should be increases with the help of these 3 criteria. People choice should be increases. Suppose if you will think that one student, boys or girls, if he or she read up to class 8 or class 10, and another boys or girls, he or she read up to the higher studies. Obviously, among these 2 students, if you will compare that those getting the higher education, their scope or their choice also increases, but those students only read up to lower classes, their choice also limited. That means education, health and access to resource help or increases people choice. Now, for example, an uneducated child cannot make choice to be a doctor. Uneducated child cannot be a doctor, but because his or her education qualification is limited. But very often a poor people cannot choose a medical treatment for disease because their choice is limited by the lack of resources. That's why those are poor people, they have not got the sufficient or sufficient amount of health facilities like that, because lack of resources. So this type of barrier have those are poor people, lack of education and lack of resources. So obviously these 3 criteria you can understand which help for the human development. Now another topic, this is the 4 pillar of human development. Very important question also for your exam. What are the 4 pillars of human development? You will prepared. It will be a long question. 4 pillars of human development. Four pillars of human development. Here 4 pillars means these 4 points help to build up the concept of human development. These 4 pillars are equity, sustainability, productivity, and empowerment. These are the 4 pillars of human development: equity, sustainability, productivity, and empowerment. First, equity. Equity means this term related with equality, equal. So equality, this is the most important aspect, most important pillar of human development. If a country's all the people have not get the equal opportunity, obviously this country will not develop properly. So equality or getting equal opportunity is the most important pillar of human development. Now equity refers to making equal access to opportunity available to everybody. Nowadays, when a country become a democratic government also have in a country, on that time you have seen people getting equal opportunity, but some democratic country also found that their equality have not present all the parts of the country. Some parts also have people are treated unequal, so discrimination also present. So this type of lacking or problem can create a barrier or burden of human development. So equality means equal opportunity getting everybody in a particular country. Now the opportunity available to be people must be equal irrespective of their gender, race, income, and in the Indian case, caste. Yet this is often not the case and happen in almost every society. Our Indian society also have found this type of unequal access of opportunities present, but nowadays it quite decreases rapidly with the help of education. People are concerned, that's why this type of equality are also present or maximum parts or maximum areas of our country. Now for example, you can understand in any country it is an interesting to see which group the most of the school dropout belongs to. School dropout means school dropout, it is example. When you will read this type of concept, also you will read this example. Example also help to understand this concept very clearly. So what is the school dropout? School dropout means some particular group of peoples, but some particular group of peoples in that areas you have found some children they drop out from the school. That means they are not interested to study or getting education. That's why they are not interested to go to the school. This is the school dropout. Now this should then lead an understanding the reason for such behavior. In India, a large number of women and person belonging a socially and economically backward group drop out school. In India, equality example, in Indian context you will see the maximum women and men from poor section, the number of school dropout is very high. So women and men from poor section. Why? Because nowadays in our country, some state also, people believe that the women will not get the education opportunity or women will not get the equal opportunity in our society. They are deprived. But with the help of education, this scenario will be changing slowly. And this shows how to choice of this group get limited, not having access to knowledge. So when people are school dropout, the number of children are school dropout, obviously they are not getting their proper knowledge from the education. with the help of education, because they are not getting the education facilities, as well as on the time this group of people, their choice will be limited. So equality means getting equal opportunity which will get everybody in that particular country. It is equity. This concept, but this pillar very helpful for the human development. So like country's human development, obviously it is possible if equality is present in that particular country. Now another concept, this is the sustainability. So I think equality you can understand, the getting equal opportunity. Another one, sustainability. Sustainability. What is the meaning of sustainability? Sustainability means a country in the availability opportunity to have sustainable human development. All environmental, financial and human resources must be used, keeping in mind misuse of any of these resources will lead a few opportunities for future generation. The sustainability means obviously we will use the resources. Development should take place, but it prevent the damages or protect our environment and keep the resources for future generation. The development should take place without hampering the environment and kept some resources for our future generation. This is the sustainable development. The sustainability means obviously we will use the resources, but we will not misuse the resources. We will not pollute the environment, and also we will keep resources for our future generation. So this concept is the sustainability. A good example is about the importance of sending girls to school. It is a good example for sustainability. Sending girls to school. Nowadays, you have seen, if you will see the population data, you can find that the literacy rate also increases in a number of male population. Female population are also nowadays increasing, but their percentage are also quite low rather than male population. So sending girls to school, if a community does not stress the importance of sending girls child in the school, many opportunities will lost these young women when they grow up. If some guardians or some parents believe that from some backward section or some uneducated places, they believe that the girl's child are not important to sending the school. So obviously this is a bad impact in our society, because if girl's child will not go to the school, they will not get proper knowledge when they grow up. So that's why their career choice will be severely curtailed, and this world affected other aspect of their lives. And nowadays this concept also changes. That's why sustainability, this concept have added in human development. Now people believe that, or they realize that obviously it is important for sending girl's child to the school. That's why nowadays you have seen the number of boys and girls both are increasing in the school attendance ratio. And also, so each generation must ensure the availability of choice and opportunities to its future generation. So that's why if girls also getting education facilities, obviously they try to provide better education facility to their next generation. That's why each and every people of our society, they will face or they will get this type of opportunities or sustainability. So sustainability means obviously we will concern it for our future generation. Obviously we will concern it for our future generation. We should utilize the resources and kept it for future generation. This is the sustainable development. Now another portion, this is the another third pillar of human development. This is the productivity. Productivity. Obviously productivity means those are working population. Those are working population or human resources, they are also a part of productivity. So productivity means here means a human labor productivity or productivity in terms of human work. So our working population are also engaged. I have told working population means 15 to 59 years. This is the working age. So obviously this productivity means, so such productivity must be constantly enriched by the building capabilities in the people, ultimately the people who are real wealth of nation. Therefore effort they increase their knowledge to provide health facilities ultimately leads to the better work efficiency. So productivity also should related with health. If health condition will be improved, obviously people become a productivity, people become a working, or people become a human resources. Now another portion, this is the empowerment. After that, the last pillar, empowerment. Empowerment, that means with the help of education and health, people have made their choice. Such power comes from increasing freedom and capabilities. So this type of choice will come with the help of capabilities and freedom. Freedom means you can understand capabilities. When capabilities increases, when a people getting education facility and also getting health facility, obviously with the help of education and health, people's capability also increases, and on that time the empowerment concept also introduced in human development. Now good governance and people oriented policies, you have seen government also introduced some policies, or government also introduced some program which encourage the peoples, and also which help to people for doing some another good work. This is the concept of empowerment. The empowerment of socially and economically disadvantaged group is a special important. So why government also provide or introducing this type of program? To encourage those people are belongs in a lower section, those people belongs in a poor section of our society, they are getting encouraged from the government policy and they improve their lifestyle. So these four pillars, equality, sustainability, productivity and empowerment, you will read, and this is also very important. So up to this, today we will discuss, and next day we will start from the remaining portion of this chapter. Now up to this you will read, it is very important chapter. Thank you.